Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to the latest video on this channel. In this video we're going to be demonstrating the iCarsoft CR Pro kit on a Porsche vehicle. We're in a 2013 Porsche 911 991 with a few warning lights on the dashboard here. So we're going to show you how to diagnose these faults and reset them with this CR Pro Plus warning light, diagnostic tool. We'll pop the link to this kit in the description below this video. There are fakes, there are clones out there in the market. They can damage your vehicle, so it's really not worth going down that route, but by using the link in the description it will take you through to the genuine and official product. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've got this plugged into the diagnostic port of the vehicle and we're going to click on to diagnostics. It's not a touch screen or anything like that, okay? You do need to use the dome keys on the sides here. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to Porsche. Just while I'm doing this, it kind of gives you an idea of the other manufacturers that it will cover as well. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go, there's Porsche there, but I'll go all the way down the list just so you can see, because I think a lot of owners of Porsches also probably have other manufacturers as well. So we'll go to Porsche first of all, click the software version, and then it's going to ask us if we want the tool to select the automatically find the vehicle by inputting the VIN number. Well, it can automatically read the VIN number on this VIN identify section, or you can just select the vehicle manually. So here's like the list of the vehicles that it would cover. And the latest, there'll be a latest update as well, which will probably add a few newer ones. You see the 982 here, that's the 718. It's just, most people know it by the 718, but the code name is actually 982. In any case, we're interested in the 991. And then from this section, it'll allow us to either do an automatic scan of the vehicle if you weren't necessarily sure where the fault was, or you can select the system manually by clicking control unit, which is what we're going to do. So then it gives us a list of potential systems we can diagnose. Okay, so we've got one of 40 here, and again a software update might update that to a few more. I think the latest update shows 44, but it all really depends on the software version and the vehicle that you're in fact as well. So we're going to first of all try and get rid of the engine warning lights. So that is the DME, digital engine electronics. So we'll go to engine, we'll click on read fault code, and we've got one of 3 faults. So that's relating to a cylinder 6, also cylinder 6, and this is kind of like a crossover fault that sometimes you get if the PSM system also has a bit of a failure, which you can see it's also been having a bit of a, this car's been having a bit of a meltdown, but it's fine. It's just, you know, it's like any car really, you know, certain things and parts need to be replaced. In this particular car, with the cylinder 6 going down, what we've decided to do is put a full set of ignition coils in the vehicle. That is because, you know, if one goes, the chances are the others won't be too far behind. So although we only had one fault, it's probably sort of wiser and it's more cost effective in the long term to actually replace all 6. So we've done that, and then what we need to do now is just simply click on clear fault memory, and when we do, actually when I do this, I'm going to get an error itself. There we go, fail to complete erase operation. That's because the engine is running. What we need to do in this circumstance is turn the engine off but keep the ignition on. Alright, so if we now try and click the clear fault memory, it's telling us erase operation done, and we can go back in, double check that the faults have been fixed. Now we're just getting the PSM one. That's because we still had the PSM fault, didn't we? In fact, I think we've sorted that out. Double check. I'll come to that next actually, because if we go to the where's on this one, it should be like PSM. Porsche stability management. So if we go into there, that is relating to like the ABS and the traction and the flashing traction warning light right now. So if we go read fault code, that's another crossover fault. Networks diagnostic fault. It's a communication fault. This is the fault that led us to change the front right ABS sensor. We've put the new ABS sensor in, but upon looking now, I can't remember if I've actually connected it up. I'm going to click on clear fault memory, see if it allows me to do that. Erase operation done, and then we go back into read fault code. It's the airbag, it's still there. Right, I think it's probably because I forgot to purely forgot to actually connect it up like an idiot. Okay, so we'll come back to that. We'll go to SRS airbag, because we know that was a fault that we've sorted. Thorax for the driver's side, there was a loose connection underneath the driver's seat. Clear fault memory, erase operation done, and we'll go back in and read those, and they're still there as well. In fact, I know these faults have existed, but have I actually just completely forgot to connect them back up? Let me just double check this one underneath the seat. Ah, that's why it wasn't connected, and I suspect that's going to be the same with the airbag, which we'll go to. So now we'll go in and erase the faults. Erase operation done now. Read fault code. No fault codes found. Right. So what I'm going to do is get out and connect that ABS sensor. So I'm just going to, you can see the door opening. Yeah, that was a complete failure on my part, because I forgot to just simply plug back in the electric connection. The wheel's still off, so luckily it was easy enough to get to. So what I'll do is I'll go, actually I'm not going to come out of it. I have to go back into it, select the vehicle, and we'll go back into the ABS system. We'll try and reset those fault codes there. I'll go all the way down to the PSM. I know the newest software version puts the PSM at the top of the list because it's one of the main systems within the vehicle. So erase operation done now, read fault code, no fault code found, so that's good. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the engine on, and hopefully we'll get rid of all of these, which we have. Apart from the seatbelt, because I haven't got the seatbelt on. This start-stop message, I'm sure that will occur, or that will go off when I put the wheel back on and start rolling the wheels. I've seen that happen before when the wheel's been off, so I'm not worried about that. The main thing is all of the warning lights on the sender here have all gone off, and it's all thanks to the iCarsoft CR Pro. Bit of an idiot's situation going on there with myself, because I purely forgot to connect some things back up, but there we go. It just shows you, in fact it shows you, it's probably a good bit of training that if you don't fix the fault properly, then the faults will still show on the screen. They'll still show, and they won't allow you to erase them. So that in itself is how diagnostics works. You know, you're asking the ECU, has that system been corrected and fixed? If it has, it'll allow the warning lights and the fault codes to be erased. If it hasn't, it'll tell you there's a failure and it'll keep them on. Okay, so that's a good bit of advice there, actually, if you're new to all of this. But I will pop this kit in the description below this video. It's a fantastic tool, actually, and it does match the capabilities of the iCarsoft CR Max, which is a more expensive tool actually, but this is just in more traditional scan tool format. The CR Max does everything that this will do, but it's a tablet, so you can also kind of go online, download apps to it as well. So it just brings a different experience. But if all you want is the diagnostic experience, then you know the CR Pro Plus is the one to go for. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. As I say, I'll pop the link to this kit in the description below this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.